Good evening everyone. Today I am going to start class 10 video on maths. I am going to do chapter 7 exercise 7b. See, basically I will be stressing on MBOS Meghalaya board. So other board also can utilize this one and it will be great help for them also. Okay, side by side I'll just give you the concept I have already given. I'm going to do again from the beginning. Later in one video I'll give you all the informations required for this chapter 7. Now let me start with chapter 7 exercise 7b. The first thing that you have to know inside this, for doing this exercise, I'm going to just write it down. What are the things that you have to know beforehand? Number 1 is section formula. Section formula. What is this section formula? Let's see. Suppose you have a line or you have 2 points first. Let's say one point is here A, another point here is B. Remember, we are doing in coordinate axis. That means x-axis and y-axis. I am not going to do here. Just assume that I am doing in coordinate axis. Now there are 2 points here, A and B. Now the coordinates of A, let me take it as x1, y1. Coordinates of B, let me take it as x2, y2. x2, y2. When I join them up, it becomes a line segment. Okay, I have 2 points A and B. A has coordinates x1, y1. B has coordinates x2, y2. Suppose a line passes through this line segment. Another line is there. Suppose it passes through this line segment. Now this line and this line segment, they meet at this point. This point, let me assume let it be P. It will also have 2 coordinates. Let me assume it as x, y. Now I have a line segment. I have 2 points initially, A and B. I join them up, I get a line segment, and I allow another line also to passes through this line segment, and it touches the line segment at this point. So I assume it as P, x, y. Now, if you see, there was a line, single line earlier. Now it has been divided into 2 parts. This part and this part. AP, PB. Now, let me say that this is divided into 2 ratio. Let me assume this is M is to N. So this line segment is divided into 2 parts in the ratio M is to N. So far clear? Okay. Now I am going to write down a formula, section formula, where you will get the value of x and y. Remember, section formula, we are going to get the value of x and y. And later on, if any missing coordinates also, we can easily find it. Now up to here, you can pause the video and then I am going to wrap this part. I am going to write down the formula. Just remember, you have AB. The coordinates of A is x1, y1, coordinates of B x2, y2, and point P, x and y. This point P exactly divides this one into 2 ratio, M is to N. Now, what is this section formula? So, section formula, what you will get? You will get x, y equal to this. The first one, here I am going to write, that will be x coordinate. The second one will be the y coordinate. M x2 plus n x1 divided by m plus n, comma m y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. Actually, I have already explained this one with my tuition students. So later on, I'll make one video again. I'll explain everything in detail. Now I cannot go again and again. Now this is section formula, which means what? Which implies what? x is equal to the first one, and this is the second one. X is equal to mx2 plus mx1 divided by m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. So this is the x coordinate and this is the y coordinate. So just remember this one, pause the video to note it down. Now it has been divided into two ratio, m is to n. So this is the formula, section formula. Okay, next I will go to midpoint formula. I think you have already paused the video. Midpoint formula means midpoint, second point will be midpoint formula. Midpoint, M-I-D, midpoint formula. Midpoint formula. Midpoint means you have a line segment A and B. It is divided exactly in this XP, point P is dividing exactly in the middle. Means ratio will be same now. Here if it is M, this side also I have to write M. If this side is N, this side is also N. If this is 100, this is also 100. See? 100, 100, 1, 1, 2, 2. Midpoint formula. So what will I do? All the N I'll replace by M only here. All the N I'll replace by M because it is exactly in the middle. Now check here what is happening. X comma y is equal to, I will take M common here, and you will get here x2 plus x1 divided by m plus m is 2m, comma m common here, y2 plus y1 divided by 2m. Remember, I am doing midpoint formula, so same ratio. So up to here clear? Now check, this m and m cancel, this m and m cancel. So x comma y is nothing but x2 plus x1. I can simply write x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is called midpoint formula. So midpoint. So if something is in the middle, you just have to add the x coordinate and divide by 2, y coordinates and divide by 2. Simple. It's very easy. Okay. Now let me do one thing. I'll start with exercise 7b. Now whenever you don't understand, please pause the video, note down the copies, okay, in the copy, and then what you do, you can ask me the doubts. Exercise 7b, I'm going to solve. As I don't have textbook, I have to take help of this. Find the coordinates. Read the question, all of you. You should be ready with textbook, pen, copy. Question number 1 goes like this. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of A and B in the ratio 2:3. It's very simple question. You have point A. You have point, so I'm going to write this is number 1 solution. I'm not going to write down the question here because the board is very small. You should be ready with the textbook. Number 1 solution. You have a point A. Point A is nothing but -1 comma 7, and point B somewhere here. Let me say point B is here. That point B, the coordinate of this point B is 4 comma -3. Okay, we have to find out the coordinates of the point which divides the join of this one in the ratio. Suppose when I join them up, this one, it becomes a line segment, and one line passes through this line segment and it divides into two ratio. The ratio goes like this, 2:3. And I have to find out the coordinates of this point which divides this line into two ratio. Means we are asked to find out the coordinate of this. So this coordinate is P x comma y, which we used to write. Now what I do here, if you still remember, let p x comma y divides the line segment joining the points a minus 1 comma 7 and b 4 comma minus 3 in the ratio 2:3. So this is the first part. You can pause the video and you can note it down. Okay, done up to here. Now remember, this one is what? X1, Y1. This is X1, this is Y1, this is what? X2, and this is Y2. Okay, you can just write down in the figure with pencil, no problem. This is M value and this is N. M is 2, this is M value and this is N value. Very simple. Now I am going to rub this part. So I have to use bisection formula. Whenever something ratio is given, I have to use section formula. Bisection formula, x comma y is equal to, let me write down the formula first, mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n comma my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. I am going to replace m by 2, n by 3, m is 2 and x2 the second one you take 4 plus n, this is one thing only. I am not going to use the bracket here because I have already used the bracket here. This is m is 2, x2 is 4, this is x2 plus n is 3 and x1 value is minus 1 divided by 2 plus 3 because m plus n, comma, I'll go to next, m is 2, y2 is minus 3 plus n is 3 and y1 is nothing but 7 divided by 2 plus 3, side by side you just verified because I don't have space here. I don't have big space, so I'll be arranging soon. Okay, done. Understood now, all of you? M is 2, x2 4, n is 3, x1 minus 1, m is 2, y2 minus 3, n is 3, y1 is nothing but 7. Okay, I don't want this part anymore now. So this part also I don't need anymore. Equal to 8 minus 2 4s are 8 plus into minus is minus 3 1s are 3 divided by 5 comma this is minus 6. There should be comma, remember, don't make a full line. Minus 6 plus 3 7s are 21 divided by 5. This is nothing but 5 by 5 comma, if I subtract this one is nothing but 15 by 5. So answer comes, I can cancel, you cannot cancel this way, you have to cancel this way or this way. 3. So 1 comma 3 is the answer. Okay, let me check. Answer is fine or not. 1 comma 3. Yeah, that's the right answer. Done. You can pause the video to note it down. I'll go to question number 2 straight away. If you have doubts, please ask the doubts. I'm going to rub this part. Now, question number 2 goes like this. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment joining P. Sub number 1 is P and Q. Sub number 1, number 2 sub number 1 is P 7, 0 and Q minus 5, 4. What is our question? question is nothing but find the coordinates of the midpoint. Coordinates of the midpoint of the line joining these 2 points. Means you have point P and you have point Q, and there is a line here, okay, which divides this P this line into 2 equal parts. So ratio I don't have to write. I don't have to write M. I don't have to write because it is same only. Take it, assume it as 1:1. So you have to remember the midpoint formula. 7, 0 and here -5, 4. Coordinates of midpoint. So directly I will start. This is just 1 or 2 marks question. So directly I will start. Solution, what will you write? Coordinates of midpoint. Coordinates means x coordinate and y coordinate of this midpoint. Coordinates of midpoint is equal to, add the endpoints and divide by 2. Remember, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So I'll just write 7 plus, what is next? -5 divided by 2, comma, 0 plus 4 divided by 2. Very simple. Add the endpoints and divide by 2. Add the endpoints and divide by 2. X coordinates, divide by 2. Y coordinates, add them up, divide by 2. Very simple. Now this is nothing but 7 plus into minus is minus. 7 minus 5 is 2 by 2, comma, 4 by 2. So 2 by 2 is 1, 4 by 2 is 2. So answer is 1, 2. Very simple. So you can do the next sum by yourself. So you can just pause the video to note it down. Directly you can start coordinates of midpoint. Now I am going to do very important sum. Question number 3. Very important. So let me see. Done this one. Any doubts you have, please you can ask in the group, or you can simply comment in the YouTube also. I will answer it. So question number 3. Question number 3 is very important. Just check what is the question. Find the points of trisection of the line segment joining the points. Find the points of what? Trisection of the line segment joining the points. Sum number 1 is, I'll just write down the question first. 4, 0 and 0, 6. What is our question? Find the points of trisection. Remember, you always have to get ready with the textbook. Find the points of trisection of the line joining the points. Okay, these two when I plot it, let me say this is this one is A is what? 4, 0, and another is B, that is what? 0, 6. Now I have to find out the points of what? Trisection. Now this is just one line. Now I see, in order to have trisection means 3 section. Tri means 3. You know that. Tri means 3. In order to have 3 sections here, means 3 parts here, 3 equal parts, how many points are required? How many points are required in this line segment? Yes? How many? 2 points. Okay? 2 points. Suppose I have here P and suppose I have here Q. What do I have here? I have 3 sections. Just check. This is 1 section, 2 section, 3 section. That means if you have a line, in order to have, this is endpoints, A and B are endpoints. Suppose suppose I need 3 sections here. That means I need 2 points here. 2 points. So it becomes 3 sections. 4 section, I need 3 points. Trisection, I need just 2 points. Remember that. Now suppose let's say P and Q are the points. Okay, P and Q are the points which divide this AB into 3 section, trisection. Now, so let me say let P P and Q be the points of trisection. Joining the points trisection of the line joining the points, trisection, find the points of trisection of the line. Let P and Q be the points of trisection of the line segment joining the points. Let me assume this one is A, O, 0 and B, 0, 6. Such that now P and Q are the points of trisection. Trisection means three equal parts. Means ratio will be same. This one will be 1:1:1. That's what I'm going to write here. Such that AP is 2, PQ is 2, QB is equal to 1:1:1. Okay? Carefully you note it down. So I just assume 2 points here so that I have 3 sections. Now whenever I have 3 sections means 3 equal parts. So ratio will be same, 1:1:1. So A and B such that AP is to PQ is to QB is equal to 1:1:1. Up to here you can just pause the video. Note it down. Now check the next part. What I am going to do now, I have to find out the coordinates of P, coordinates of Q. Remember, nothing is in the middle. See, what is in the middle of AB? See, there are 2 points here. I cannot say that P is in the middle of AB or Q is in the middle of AB. So I cannot use midpoint formula, though the ratio is 1:1:1. Okay, between AQ there is P. Suppose I know the coordinates of Q, I can easily know the coordinates of P. Or I can say that suppose I know the coordinates of P, I can easily use midpoint formula and find out the coordinates of Q. Now what will I do now? I am going to use the section formula only, but section formula I can find out only one coordinate, remember. Suppose I want to find out coordinate of P first. Now I have to assume that, see, AP is to PB. Ratio, is it not 1:2? Just check. AP is to PB. Is it not? Ratio is 1:2. Just check, from here to here ratio is 1 and from here to here PB 1 plus 1 is 2. Ratio is 2. Okay. Now I'm going to write that. So you can just note it down, this one, and I'll just rub this part. Now AP, you can find out coordinates of Q also. Suppose you want to find out coordinates of Q first, you have to assume AQ is to QB is 2:1, like that. See, AQ and QB is 2:1. It's up to you. Now I'm going to find out coordinates of P first. So AP is to PB is equal to 1:2. Now why I am writing that? Because my M value is 1 and my N value is 2. I am forgetting for timing this Q. So I am just assuming this P only. AP is to PB. Now my M value 1, N value 2. X1 is 4. Y1 is 0. X2 is 0. And Y2 is 6. Directly I will write by section formula. Remember, whenever something is in ratio, section formula. By section formula, coordinates of what? Of which point? Coordinates of P is equal to, I am not going to write a formula, you should know by now. M x2 plus n x1. M is 1, x2 is 0 plus n is 2 and x1 is nothing but 4. divide by m plus n, 1 plus 2, comma, m y2, m is 1, y2 is 6, plus n is 2 and y1 is 0, divided by m plus n, 1 plus 2. Now, okay, x1, y1, x2, y2, because this is, I'm going to find out coordinates of P. I have assumed AP is to PB. Remember, my endpoints x1, y1, x2, y2, like this. So don't get confused here. Suppose you find out Q first, then the ratio will become 2:1. M will be 2, N is 1. Like that. You have to assume AQ is to QB, like this. Okay? But at the same time, x1, y1, x2, y2 will be same only. I am not writing the formula here, it's not required. Pause the video to note it down. Okay, I am going to rub this part because I will need the diagram again and again. So 1 zeros are 0, 2 fours are 8, 8 by 3, 0 plus 8 is 8 only, comma, 1 into 6 is 6, 6 plus 2 into 0 is 0, 6 plus 0 is 6, 6 by 3. My answer is nothing but 8 by 3, I just have to leave as it is. But this one I can cancel, it is comma 2. Remember, I got the coordinates of what? Of P. So, I'll just update here, coordinates of P, I'll just update here. I will just write here, 8 by 3 comma 2, 8 by 3 comma 2. So I'm just writing here 8 by 3 comma 2. That is the coordinates of P. Now I have to find out coordinates of Q now. Now very easily, because Q is exactly in the middle of PB. Just check. Q is it not exactly in the middle? Because why? Because the ratio is 1:1. And I got the coordinates of P and I already have the coordinates of B. Now in order to find out the coordinates of Q, what formula I have to use? Yes, it's a midpoint formula. Midpoint, you don't have to use section formula. See, mixture of both the formulas here. See, don't use section formula. You can use section formula. You have to take 2:1 like that. Again find out the coordinates of Q. So unnecessarily, don't do that. Directly you find out by midpoint formula. By midpoint formula. Why midpoint? Because Q is in the middle of PB. So here x1, y1, x2, y2. See, just check which one you are taking. I am not taking this one. I am taking this two. So x1, y1, x2, y2. By midpoint formula, I'll just write here coordinates of Q is equal to bracket. Midpoint formula is just the at the endpoints divide by 2. 8 by 3 plus 0 divided by 2, comma 2 plus 6 divided by 2. I told you Q is in the middle of PB, so add them up, divide by 2. Add them up, divide by 2. 8 by 3 plus 0 divide by 2. 2 plus 6 divide by 2. Very simple. Pause the video to note it down. Okay. 8 by 3 divided, 8 by 3 plus 0 is nothing but 8 by 3 into, this is reciprocal, 1 will go up, 2 will come down, reciprocal, remember, comma, this is nothing but 8 by 2. So this one I can cancel, 4, so this becomes 4 by 3, comma, this one I can cancel, 4. So this is the answer. Yes? So therefore the coordinates of trisection are, number 1, first part, what did we get? In the first part is 8 by 3 comma 2 or not, and the second one is nothing but 4 by 3 comma 4. Remember, you should try it out, the next sum number by yourself, and if you have any doubts, let me know. So this is trisection part, and you are going to do the next sum number by yourself. You check question number 4. Question number 4 also you will do by yourself. Just check. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line joining the points A and B. Same way you will do. Yes, I will do question number 5. Okay, let me do question number 5. Check the question, read the question all of you. Question number 5, question goes like this. Points P, Q and R in that order, one dividing a line segment joining A and B in 4 equal parts. Find the coordinates of P, Q and R. You have a line segment, suppose I need a space, so I will draw a little this side. You have A and B. You have a line segment joining the points AB. A coordinates are 1, 6 and B coordinates are 5, minus 2. And P, Q and R are in that order, okay, that this AB is divided into 4 equal parts. See, 4 equal parts means I need only 3 points. See, 3 points. 4 equal parts. See, AP, PQ, QR and RB. There it becomes 4 equal parts. Now 4 equal parts means ratio is same. 1:1, 1:2, 1:1. That means 4 sections. I can say 4 sections. Ratio is same. Now here I don't have to use midpoint formula because immediately just check AB. What is exactly in the middle of AB? Is it not Q? Check. Q is exactly in the middle of AB or not? So I don't have to use section formula. I just see ratio here is 2 and here ratio is also 2. 2:2 means Q is in the middle, unlike the other sum. Now Q is exactly in the middle of AB. So I have to use midpoint formula, find out the coordinates of Q. And P, after I find out coordinates of Q, I will find out coordinates of P. Because P or R, because P is in the middle of AQ after that. Similarly, R is in the middle of QB. Very simple. Now, I don't have to use section formula here. Understanding why I am not going to use section formula? Because I straight away when I see Q is exactly in the middle of AB, and AB I know the coordinates 1, 6, 5, minus 2. So already given. So what will I do now? Solution. By midpoint formula, simply I'll use midpoint formula here because Q is exactly in the middle. By midpoint formula, coordinates of Q is equal to, at the endpoints divide by 2, 1 plus 5 divided by 2, 6 plus minus 2 divided by 2. See, Q is in the middle of what? AB. Add the coordinates of X, divide by 2, coordinates of Y, divide by 2. Add them up. So this becomes 6 by 2, 6 plus into minus is minus, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 by 2. Answer of this one is 3, 2. 3, 2. So coordinates of Q is 3, 2. Let me update in the diagram so that it will be easy for you to see also. So pause the video to note it down. Now done, coordinates of Q done. Now similarly I'll find out coordinates of P. Now I can find out. See, I can find out coordinates of P now. Because P is in the middle of AQ and I know the coordinates of Q. I'll just add them up, divide by 2. Add them up, divide by 2. I will know coordinates of P. Similarly, to find out the coordinates of R, I'll just add them up, divide by 2. Add them up, this 2, divide by 2. Very simple. coordinates. It's up to you what you want to find out first, but first Q you have to find out. Coordinates of P is equal to x1, y1, x2, y2. Don't see this is x2, y2 because P is in the middle of these two. I have to see this coordinate x1, y1, x2, y2. 1 plus 3 divided by 2, comma 6 plus 2 divided by 2. So this becomes 4 by 2, comma 8 by 2. 4 by 2, comma 8 by 2. So this becomes 2, comma 4. Check. It is 2, comma 4. So I don't need coordinates of P to find out coordinates of R. Not required. So you can pause the video to note it down. Now I'll go to coordinates of R. Coordinates of R is equal to 3 plus 5 divided by 2, comma 2 plus minus 2 divided by 2. Very simple. See, R is in the middle of QB. 3 plus 5 divided by 2, 2 plus minus 2 divided by 2. Very simple. 8 by 2, comma 0. Why 0? 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 by anything is 0 only. So answer of this is 4. 4, comma 0. Okay, done. I am done with question number 5. Okay, so let's do one thing. If the video length is too long, it will be very difficult for you to download also. I'll stop here. Whatever questions you can do, you do it. Next Monday, I'll give you again the remaining part. Alright? So take care and then try to understand. Pause the video whenever you don't understand. Repeat again. Pause the video, repeat again. And you can share with your friends also because many of them they cannot go to tuition. And I'm sharing this one so that you benefited and your friends also will get benefited. Alright? Thank you.